Sure. Well, good midweek game coming off a tough Northwestern game on the weekend to come in here and battle a Loyola team that themselves came off a great win over Florida. Made for a good matchup today, and I thought, we started out very well again, led by our defense, and I, was very excited to see how well they played and the number of opportunities they gave us in the first half to get scoring opportunities by just getting us the ball back every time it went down there. So I'm proud of the defense. I thought our offense in the first half took good quality shots, were patient. In the second half, I think, some of our shots just didn't fall. I think we made I think we were 3 for 12 in the second half, and we got to improve that. We will. We'll keep working on it and stay focused for a full 60 minutes. But it was awful hot in there, and kind of made the game seem slow because it was like playing a midsummer game. So, but we're excited to get out of here with a W and move on to the next ranked opponent.
Coach, earlier in the season, after the first couple games, you said you couldn't grade the defense of the teams play because you were just playing those unranked teams. Like, now that you played 3 ranked teams, have 2 wins out of it. Like, how would you grade defense's play overall this season?
Defense is playing great. They are stepping up and playing well together. And I think it's our best defense we've had in a long time, and they have the opportunity to continue to get better throughout the year. So we hope they continue to work and get better as we go. But they're playing very well for us right now.
What makes the best defense in a long time?
Just the communication, the pieces to the puzzle. They're working well together, and they're causing turnovers. They're getting the ball back for us, and they're allowing Asa to get some saves, and we get the ball back, and we get the opportunity down the other end to try and put the ball in the net. So makes them very good.
Coach, Braley got the majority of the draws today, and that we haven't really seen that too much this year. I mean, she's been getting in there a little more, but today, she took basically all of them. Is that the game plan going forward, or was she just hot today and you wanted to keep going with her?
She missed most of the preseason. She was out, and really before we played our first game, she hadn't practiced at all. So as a freshman, you miss all that time. It's tough to just jump into a D1 program, start playing without any preseason. So we're working her back there. We're trying to get her some reps. I think we get through Saturday, we can get a week to prepare for a game. Will give us some time to really focus on our draws. And I think, today was a big step for her in the right direction.
So today's game was another in what seems like a season trend where the offense goes out and scores a bunch of goals at the beginning and then kind of slows down. So how do you think what's causing that, and how is it helping you guys overall?
It was just a weird game today. The flow of the game. We were so dialed in and focused, and we wanted to. The offense was really. They wanted to prove that they were better in that second half from the Northwestern game, and they came out in that first half and they built a solid lead and kept it. And it's just now coming back after the halftime and staying focused and knowing if you're going to get an opportunity, you want to be sharp and you want to shoot the score, and teams are going to make adjustments, and we have to make a few more in the second half as well.
Obviously, I have to talk to Coach about this, but in your opinion, how the defense played this season, what's the biggest difference between the defense this season and last season?
I just think that we have better communication within each other in our shifts and stuff, so that definitely helps us get a lot of caused turnovers. And we all just really trust the process and the new defenses that we're running, so we're able to do a lot of stuff with that.
That's been a point of emphasis, moving into the season?
Yeah, I think it is every year, just communicating with each other, because then we'll get the stops that we need to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
tweak in those?
Nicole, what kind of changes did you see on defense in the second half as opposed to the first half? Like, what adjustments did they make?
Well, yeah. And like, you mean our defense or their defense? Oh, their defense. Okay. I don't think there was much. I think it was just more of like us having to dial in on ourselves and worry about ourselves and putting our shots away. Like Coach said, you know, like the stats showed that we obviously shot a lot better in the first half than we did in the second. But I still think that I have like a lot of confidence in us that we're going to bounce back and we're going to get over this like second half groove that we're stuck in. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Now, I think we talked about this after the Binghamton game, but like, what are your thoughts on like how the middies have played defensive this season, how they've turned into offense for the team?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, you're good. What are your thoughts on like the midfielders' play on defense this season, how they've turned like their defense into offense?
Yeah, today you saw a lot of transition goals, which I think just goes to show that the middies are working hard to play both ends of those fields. Obviously, our defense has been kind of the star of the show this year, but I think today's first half was a great example of also like highlighting the offensive talent that we had.
Coach, towards the end, kind of back and forth. I mean, Loyola started to pour it on there. What changed in their game plan? Did you see anything from their sideline that changed up from half to half?
Well, I think a couple things. They got pretty physical on us, on our hands. When they were defending us when we were on offense, they were, putting a lot of pressure on our, where we hold the stick and on our arms and our hands, and they caused a few turnovers that way. And then when they went down the other end, they had time to regroup and make some adjustments at halftime, and they had a bit better game plan going against our zone there to take advantage of the fast breaks when they had them and press the ball before we got set up. And then they had a couple little set pieces where they were able to spin the ball, find the open cutter, and do it off the time. So they definitely made some adjustments to improve.
Nicole, Meg Carney in the big game today. I think she led the team with 5 points. Like, what have you thought about her play? What did you think about her play today and as well as this season?
I thought she played extremely smart today. She made a lot of really good decisions. And Meg's a good player because she has that IQ. So, like, she dodges with her head up, so she'll get the assist. But when she scores her goals, it's because she's putting herself in the right position, which is I'm extremely grateful for that because that's hard to find in a player, especially a freshman. So definitely hats off to Meg Carney. She played great today.
Natalie, from a experienced point of view, going off of that, Meg Carney and Megan Tyrell, they combined had 7 points today. From an experienced attackman, what have they really been doing to have such a strong start at Syracuse?
I think a lot of it's just natural talent too, but then just like Nicole said, they're playing smart. They're not going out there taking those typical freshman shots. Obviously, you said they had a combined total of 7 goals, whatever it was. And that's hard to teach, and when somebody has that just knowledge and discipline on themselves to make the right goals and stuff, it's going to be hard to stop us.
Thank you.